After months of relative quiet following his military discharge in June 2025, Jungkook, the youngest member of global music sensation BTS, returned to South Korea to resume his professional commitments. The spotlight, as expected, immediately followed him. His re-entry into the entertainment industry was not marked by music or stage performances, but instead by fashion, more specifically, a highly anticipated event tied to Calvin Klein, the internationally recognized fashion brand for which Jungkook serves as a global ambassador. Jungkook's arrival at Incheon International Airport created waves on both social media and mainstream media outlets. Dressed simply in black denim and a Calvin Klein logo shirt, he maintained his signature effortless style, walking confidently yet reservedly through the terminal. Despite his understated demeanor, it was clear that his presence alone generated excitement and energy that resonated far beyond the airport's sliding doors. Calvin Klein's Tokyo flagship store is scheduled to open in late August 2025, and preparations have been underway for several months. Sources close to the brand revealed that Jungkook's involvement will go beyond simply appearing at the opening. He is rumored to be leading the launch campaign, participating in exclusive promotional content, and possibly introducing a limited edition collaborative collection. His return to Korea, then, was not just a pit stop. It marked the beginning of a meticulously planned promotional run. Brand insiders have reportedly prepared a series of photo shoots, campaign meetings, and fittings ahead of his travel to Tokyo for the launch. Though Jungkook has always been associated with fashion, his partnership with Calvin Klein has taken that relationship to a new level. Since his ambassadorship began in early 2023, his influence has visibly shifted the brand's youth engagement and visibility across Asia. With his return to the public eye post-military, the expectation is that this influence will amplify significantly. As part of the planning for the Tokyo launch, Jungkook's team coordinated closely with Calvin Klein's global creative directors and marketing heads. These meetings were reportedly held behind closed doors at a luxury venue in Gangnam, where both parties discussed campaign concepts, logistics, and press arrangements. Outside of the business meetings and professional schedules, what truly drew attention was the silent but supportive presence of a familiar face, Kim Taehyung, known to fans worldwide as V of BTS. While the details of his appearance have yet to be confirmed through official channels, multiple fan sightings and viral clips captured the two artists reuniting at a private lounge at Gimpo Airport. Whether his role is professional or personal, Taehyung's appearance was timely and symbolic. It reflected a quiet show of support at a pivotal moment in Jungkook's post-military career reawakening. As the two exchanged greetings, camera flashes flickered rapidly, capturing what would become some of the most reposted images in K-pop and fashion fan circles in weeks. In retrospect, this reunion between two of South Korea's most prominent celebrities was neither dramatic nor choreographed. Instead, it unfolded naturally, mirroring the understated nature of Jungkook's return. The media didn't catch any over-the-top gestures or extravagant shows of celebrity. What they did capture was a moment of calm, reassurance, and perhaps the unspoken strength of long-standing friendship. Now back on his home turf, Jungkook's agenda is filled with creative commitments. From studio recordings to fashion coordination, the next few weeks are set to be a whirlwind of artistic and commercial momentum. And leading that charge is the Tokyo Calvin Klein event, a platform that seems tailor-made for someone of Jungkook's aesthetic instinct, cross-cultural influence, and global appeal. The first chapter of Jungkook's post-military career has officially begun. And fittingly, it opens not with fanfare, but with purpose, precision, and a clear sense of direction. As the sun rose over Haneda Airport in Tokyo, a wave of anticipation spread among fans, media personnel, and fashion insiders. Jungkook's private flight from Seoul had landed just before 7 a.m., and although the arrival was kept discreet, news of his touchdown circulated quickly across Japanese social platforms and K-pop forums. Within hours, hashtags related to Jungkook's Tokyo arrival trended on Twitter Japan, echoing his global influence. Unlike his arrival in Seoul, which was more public and celebrated, Jungkook's Tokyo entrance was carefully coordinated. Calvin Klein Japan worked with local authorities to ensure security and privacy, ushering Jungkook and his team into a black motorcade waiting on the tarmac. While there was no official greeting party, a small crowd of determined fans had gathered outside the airport, holding banners and quietly hoping for a glimpse of the star. Jungkook was seen exiting the airport in a dark monochrome ensemble, again featuring Calvin Klein branding, projecting a minimal yet powerful presence. His attire appeared to be a preview of the upcoming campaign's aesthetic: clean lines, subtle tones, and modern structure. Observers noted the continuity in his visual messaging, aligning perfectly with Calvin Klein's Tokyo flagship philosophy. Once in the city, Jungkook was taken to the Aoyama Grand, an exclusive five-star residence known for hosting celebrities and global executives. His team quickly set up a temporary command center within one of the penthouse suites, where meetings with Calvin Klein Japan's creative directors and event planners commenced immediately. Later that day, Jungkook was taken to the yet-to-be-opened Calvin Klein flagship store in Harajuku. The building, though still under final stages of installation, showcased massive LED screens testing video content, believed to be part of Jungkook's promotional footage. Onlookers noticed brief flashes of silhouettes and close-up shots that resembled Jungkook's recent Seoul shoot. Inside, the mood was focused but celebratory. Brand executives led Jungkook through a walkthrough of the space, spanning 3 stories and featuring minimalist architecture, sustainability-conscious materials, and interactive digital displays. Jungkook was reportedly impressed with the layout, particularly the second floor, where his campaign would debut in immersive style. That evening, a private welcome dinner was hosted in his honor at a rooftop venue overlooking Shibuya Crossing. Attended by Calvin Klein Asia-Pacific representatives, select press, and key figures in Japan's fashion media, the event was intentionally small and elegant. Jungkook delivered a brief, pre-approved remark in both Korean and Japanese, thanking Calvin Klein for their vision and expressing excitement about reuniting with fans through fashion. Unexpectedly, Kim Taehyung made an appearance at the venue. Dressed in a subtle, earth-toned suit, he arrived without much fanfare but was welcomed warmly by attendees. While his role in the campaign remained unconfirmed, his presence fueled media headlines across Asia. Analysts speculated that his visit was either personal support or a precursor to a surprise collaboration. Photographs of Jungkook and Taehyung seated at a balcony table began to surface by midnight, sparking discussions about their dynamic and potential joint projects. Calvin Klein did not release an official statement, choosing instead to allow speculation to drive organic engagement. As the night concluded, Jungkook reportedly returned to his suite, reviewing last-minute adjustments to the campaign launch. The following day would include tech rehearsals at the flagship location, a closed-door media preview, and multiple behind-the-scenes content shoots. Tokyo had welcomed Jungkook not just as a celebrity, but as a creative force. And now, with his image set to dominate the skyline of Harajuku, the stage was truly set. The next 48 hours would define not only Calvin Klein's biggest Asian launch to date, but also Jungkook's emerging post-military identity as a style icon beyond borders. The morning after the welcome dinner, the atmosphere around the Calvin Klein flagship in Harajuku shifted from anticipation to execution. Inside the store, teams of technicians, lighting crews, set designers, and marketing professionals moved with coordinated urgency. Every detail, from video projections to scent diffusers, was undergoing last-minute refinement. Jungkook arrived early, wearing a sleek black blazer over a gray Calvin Klein turtleneck. His look, while consistent with the brand's identity, also signaled a shift toward maturity in presentation. Accompanied by his manager and a select media liaison, he entered through the service entrance to avoid the growing crowd gathering outside. The media preview was scheduled for later that afternoon, so the morning was dedicated to a full walkthrough of the experience floor. One segment involved an interactive gallery that displayed a visual evolution of Jungkook's career from early BTS days to his solo Calvin Klein campaigns. Another area featured a private cinema room screening a short film shot exclusively for the Tokyo launch. Directed by a renowned Japanese filmmaker, Jungkook reviewed each installation with patience and input. Reports from staff inside the venue noted his keen attention to lighting contrast, pacing of video transitions, and sound quality. At one point, he reportedly suggested adjusting the background track of the film's final scene to emphasize a more ambient tone, a request the sound engineers acted on immediately. Outside the store, queues had already formed. Fans held signs in Korean, Japanese, and English. While access to the flagship remained restricted until the official launch, Calvin Klein's marketing team erected a street-side display showing glimpses of the campaign visuals, driving further curiosity. At midday, Taehyung returned to the venue. Though his appearance had not been confirmed publicly, his discreet entry sparked another wave of speculation. He was seen spending time with Jungkook in the backstage lounge, reviewing the campaign film and discussing visual elements with staff. A member of the production team overheard them discussing aesthetics and lighting choices, suggesting Taehyung's involvement had grown more collaborative than merely supportive. Later in the afternoon, the closed-door media preview commenced. Select journalists and fashion editors were ushered into the venue in small groups, each receiving a curated walkthrough of the space. The film was shown privately, followed by a Q&A session with Calvin Klein executives. Jungkook made a brief appearance at the end, delivering a composed statement about the collaboration's significance. This campaign represents a new chapter, not only for Calvin Klein in Asia, but also for me personally. It's a blend of the past, present, and what's ahead. I'm proud of the work we've done together, and I hope visitors will feel the intention behind every frame, every detail. His remarks were concise but impactful. Media attendees praised his professionalism, noting the seamless integration of personal artistry and brand messaging. International fashion blogs and Japanese news outlets posted early reviews that praised the campaign's sophistication and storytelling depth. As evening fell, preparations shifted once again, this time for the official public reveal. The storefront, until now wrapped in dark panels and construction signage, was slowly being unveiled. Calvin Klein's signature black and white palette now adorned massive glass panels, illuminated by dynamic projections of Jungkook's silhouette in motion. Taehyung's departure coincided with the final technical run-through. He exited quietly, avoiding attention, but not before giving Jungkook a brief nod and handshake witnessed by only a few staff members. Their interaction, though fleeting, was genuine. A mutual recognition of work completed, support given, and anticipation shared. By midnight, Tokyo's Harajuku district had transformed. The Calvin Klein flagship stood ready, every screen tested, every spotlight positioned, and every camera primed. The following day's opening ceremony promised more than a fashion launch. It would mark a symbolic re-entry for Jungkook onto the world stage, and as always, he would do so not just as a performer, but as an artist, and now, a brand visionary. The sun had barely risen over Tokyo when crowds began to line the streets surrounding the Calvin Klein flagship store in Harajuku. Security barriers had been set up overnight, forming orderly rows along Omotesando Avenue. By 7 a.m., a crowd had gathered, some fans holding Jungkook merchandise, others wearing Calvin Klein apparel as a show of solidarity and excitement. Inside the store, a different energy buzzed. The final checklist had been reviewed and re-reviewed. Digital projectors were calibrated, lighting systems were synced to the background score, and Calvin Klein's regional team gathered for a final pre-opening meeting with Jungkook. It was an atmosphere charged with anticipation and confidence. Jungkook arrived shortly after 9 a.m. Dressed in a tailored black Calvin Klein suit, he exuded elegance and restraint. His styling for the day was deliberate, sharp, modern, and unmistakably high fashion. A subtle silver pin featuring both the CK logo and his initials was fastened to his lapel, a nod to the limited capsule collection quietly teased on social media the night before. Shortly after 10 a.m., the ceremonial ribbon cutting began. Flanked by Calvin Klein's Asia-Pacific CEO, Tokyo's Deputy Cultural Minister, and the brand's Global Marketing Director, Jungkook stood at the center of the store's grand glass entrance. A short announcement was made in English and Japanese before the ribbon was officially cut amid a chorus of camera clicks and cheers from the crowd outside. As the glass doors opened, guests were invited into the immersive Calvin Klein experience. Every floor of the store had been transformed. The first level served as a gallery of Jungkook's campaign visuals, with larger-than-life stills printed across translucent silk banners. Each image told a story. Urban solitude, raw authenticity, and understated power. The second floor was the heart of the campaign. Interactive mirrors responded to movement, projecting real-time overlays of Jungkook's fashion looks onto visitors. Embedded sensors activated short videos and audio clips, allowing fans to hear short interviews and candid moments recorded during the shoot. At 11:30 a.m., a live Q&A session was held in a private lounge on the third floor, streamed online to global Calvin Klein channels. Moderated by a Japanese fashion editor, the discussion featured Jungkook sharing his experience shaping the campaign. "We wanted this campaign to be something people could feel, not just see. Every outfit, every frame, even the sound design, it all connects back to emotion and identity," he explained. His words were met with applause, not just from the live audience, but from thousands watching across the globe. Meanwhile, social media platforms were flooded with clips, live stream snippets, and photos. The hashtags #Jungkook Tokyo launch and #CKX Jungkook trended across multiple countries, with fans praising the artistry, the brand synergy, and the event's seamless execution. Outside, fans who couldn't enter the store remained engaged through large exterior screens projecting the interior feed in real time. Food trucks, merchandise booths, and sponsored photo stations transformed the sidewalk into a mini festival dedicated to Jungkook's brand collaboration. Unexpectedly, just after 2 p.m., Kim Taehyung made an unannounced appearance. Arriving in a vintage-style gray coat over a crisp white shirt, he was spotted entering the side entrance under light security. Calvin Klein staff quickly adapted, offering him a private tour before the two friends reunited briefly in the third-floor lounge. Photographers caught a short moment as Jungkook and Taehyung posed together in front of one of the campaign installations. While no formal joint activity took place, the image made global headlines within hours. Two icons. One campaign. Endless possibilities. Read one reposted caption. BY late afternoon. The first day of the Calvin Klein Tokyo flagship opening had exceeded expectations. Media praised its cutting-edge design, the clarity of its storytelling, and Jungkook's effective transition from music icon to fashion ambassador. As the event wound down, Jungkook gave one final wave to fans outside before disappearing into the VIP exit. His schedule, though packed, left no room for complacency. Additional promotional interviews, brand dinners, and even a rumored photo session on Tokyo's skyline were still ahead, but for now, the moment belonged to the campaign, to the building, to the fans, and to Jungkook, who had just opened more than a store. He had opened a new era.